Samus Aran is one of the most iconic Nintendo characters known to video game history. She's a sexy, strong, independent woman that can kick the neckbeard off the editor of this video. She also knows her way around a ball. Let's face it, you just can't separate this Amazonian bounty hunter from Nintendo's rich past, as she was first debuted long ago in 1986's Metroid. Something you may not know, Samus is assumed to be a dude throughout the entirety of Metroid, until the very end, when that sneaky biznatch takes off her helmet. Fuck the glass ceiling! You can then replay the whole game with Samus wearing only a bikini, causing many a young man in the mid-80s to feel that strange sensation for the very first time. On second thought, bring that glass ceiling back in. Nintendo does this several times throughout the series, building Samus up as a strong, independent woman who don't give two shits, only to bring her down a notch as passive and a little bit sexified. Although sometimes, it's hard to complain about. But really, come on Nintendo. Samus is famous for being a stoic badass, so stop presenting her as whatever this is.
Give me the order, please!
Lock and secure the shielding doors now.
Adam, wait! There's still time. I can make it. Please let me go.
Come on, Samus. It's like the 25th century or some shit. Also, fuck this guy. To play devil's advocate here, maybe Samus is a complex character. She's got hopes, dreams, and insecurities, just like anybody else. Perhaps this is Nintendo's attempt at giving her more depth than just a female Gordon Freeman. To see what she's been through, let's rewind a bit. Samus was born on the lovingly named planet K2L to her mother Virginia and father Rodney. They carried out their peaceful existence on the heavily forested mining colony until the space pirates came, led by your favorite asexual dragon, Ridley. War descended on the colony. Humans fought hopelessly for their lives as K2L burned. But legend has it, Samus's parents sacrificed themselves to save her. Mom shoved 3-year-old Samus out of Ridley's line of fire, while Dad died destroying Ridley's flagship. Beat you to it, Harry Potter. At least I think that's how it happened. Little Samus is now the sole survivor on K2L. Her parents murdered and her home planet in ruins. But to the rescue comes the Chozo, an ancient bird-like race who will take solace in pushing young Samus to reach her true potential. Old Bird is the name of the wisest fuck Chozo elder who takes over where Virginia and Rodney left off. Old Bird and his Chozo brethren build young Samus her iconic power suit and train her past humanity's most elite physical and mental boundaries. What you may not know is the power suit demands intense mental focus to simply wear, let alone kill aliens and shit with. And when the psychic bond between the hero and her suit are broken, the coolest threads in the galaxy become unusable and even dangerous to Samus. The training was unreal, but now that she's all grown up, Samus measures in at 6 feet 3 inches, 198 pounds. Yup. Better watch out for Daddy's little girl. It's time for her first mission. She's ready for the big leagues now. And don't worry, she didn't start out by waiting tables at the Creature Cantina on Tatooine. After all, her new employer is the Galactic Federation. They send her to kill Mother Brain, the artificially intelligent life form behind the space pirates' weaponry and defenses. If you guessed this is the plot to the aforementioned Metroid from 1986, you would be correct. Upon hearing all this, surely Samus's badassness is obvious. She was an orphan at the age of 3, trained by enlightened alien beings, has a powerful psychic bond with the coolest goddamn armor in the Milky Way, and her entry-level job is to slay a hyper-aware brain dragon beast thing that probably haunts your nightmares. So that begs the question, where does this fit into that description?
Wait! Adam! Wait! Please wait!
Since I just can't play devil's advocate any longer, the answer is that it doesn't, at all. But let's not beat that dead horse anymore. Dear Lord, no. But Samus's previously mentioned portrayal as weak and unstable is from the 2010 game Metroid Other M. It's worth mentioning simply so you know to ignore it in the grand scheme of this stoic bounty hunter's true character. With that in mind, let's continue Samus's story knowing full well she's cooler than a passive Barbie doll. The Metroid timeline is a little confusing. The series' real-world release dates aren't the same order as in Samus's universe, but throughout each iteration, we're given more insight into Samus's life while taking the driver's seat to intergalactic bounty hunting. After the original Metroid for the NES came Metroid 2: Return of Samus. It was a 1991 black and white side-scrolling shooter packed into the portability of the Game Boy. It introduces the iconic save station while it tells the story of Samus's mission on SB388, the Metroid species' home planet. Her mission is to eliminate Metroids from the universe forever by killing every last one. But somewhere along the way, she develops a special bond with one of the deadly jellyfish she was sent to destroy. How? I ain't giving no spoilers. Let's move on to 1994's Super Metroid for the SNES. It boasted a 24 megabyte cartridge. Wow! The largest cartridge ever as of its release date. In the game, Samus recalls being imprinted upon by the newly hatched Metroid from SB388 and the special bond she had with the tiny jellyfish. Whoa! But when the little tyke is captured by space pirates, Samus must return to the planet Zebes to save it. I'm not going to tell you how or if she succeeds, but what you should know is that she has a powerful comradic connection with the larval jellyfish she set out to save. Snap! Indeed, Samus is no passive coward, but under her cold Chozo armor, she hides a genuine motherly admiration for the life-sucking creatures the Galactic Federation seeks to destroy. Are Metroids just thoughtless weapons to be exploited by the space pirates' legions? Or are they something more complex? It seems Samus is closer to the answer than any other being in the galaxy. Whoa! Next, we have the release of Metroid Prime, placed curiously after the events of Metroid. This beautiful game was released in 2002 for the GameCube and was the first in the series to feature a 3D graphics engine with the famous lock-on and strafe gameplay that would propel it into the wet dreams of gamers and critics everywhere. Although Samus's unique relationship with Metroids is hardly touched in the entire Prime timeline, we constantly see her making connections with alien races that none other ever has. In Metroid Prime, she once again befriends the Chozo while fighting off their terrifying Phazon-corrupted spirit entities. Please don't play this alone upstairs at night at the age of 10. Please, really don't. If only Zach Bagans were here. Moving on. In Metroid Prime 2 Echoes, Samus does some cleaning up on the planet Ether for the Luminoth, a race almost completely exterminated by a dark force brought by Meteor. She also encounters Dark Samus, but we'll get to that later. On her journey through interdimensional portals and hellish dark ether nether regions, she learns the deepest secrets of the nearly extinct Luminoth race, conversing with one of their wisest fuck survivors on a quest to restore light to the darkness. Symbolism. Next in the timeline is Metroid Prime 3 Corruption, and since I'm trying to get through this without any spoilers, the antagonist known as Dark Samus may seem to come out of nowhere, but all you need to know is Dark Samus was once a powerful Metroid until it absorbed Samus's Phazon suit, thereby taking on her likeness in an evil form which Samus must defeat. Symbolism. You know, cause Metroid plus Samus equals evil Samus, and Samus is always fighting Metroids, but now a Metroid has Samus's appearance, so it's like Metroids and Samus are connected or whatever. Last but not least, let's talk about Metroid Fusion, released in 2002 for the Game Boy Advance. As of 2014, it is the latest entry in Samus's life story. The hardcore bounty hunter falls ill to an organism which intertwines itself with her very nervous system. This mysterious organism is deemed the X-Parasite, and its only predator is the Metroid. A life-saving operation combined Samus's own DNA with that of the baby Metroid she bonded with in Metroid 2: Return of Samus. Symbolism! 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 Look at the goddamn symbolism! Some other stuff happens, like the X-parasite manifesting itself in Samus's likeness. Note, not the same as Dark Samus. Then, it tries to destroy a Metroid cloning project, and it becomes Samus's mission to stop that bitch. But the main point has been made. Metroid DNA is now one with Samus, and her life is saved because of it. Across Samus's life journey, she has connected with not only benevolent alien races like the Chozo and Luminoth, but also the universally despised Metroid, thought by the Galactic Federation and space pirates to be nothing but a mindless weapon. Samus bridges the gap between enlightened beings and mindless killers, for underneath her iconic, stoic exterior lies a very human and awe-stricken nature, greatly over-exaggerated by other M. So, what is the meaning behind Samus's duality? And what does it say about the true nature of Metroids? It certainly speaks volumes about fundamental similarities between every form of consciousness. Be it Metroids, humans, Chozo, or Luminoth, Samus is the only being in the universe who can converse with and appreciate the deepest consciousness that connects them all. So thanks, Nintendo, for showing us this sexy as hell professional badass with a greater purpose than just making things go boom. Her name is Samus Aran. Thank you all so much for watching. I hope you had as much fun watching this video as we had making it. We're also hoping to make this a regular series, so please chime in with any feedback or criticism you might have. It would really help us out. Also, let us know in the comments what character you'd like us to cover next. If enough people want us to cover something, we're definitely going to make it happen. And of course, if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit that subscribe button down below and check out our compilation video in the upper left. Thanks again, everyone.